Good morning, grade 5 students. It's Miss Lillian talking. Today we're going to introduce a grammar chapter that you took before but with some additional information, which is the simple past. And we're going to work on the North Stars this time and not the FOG or the focus on grammar. And we'll go to North Stars as you can see on pages 137, 138, and 139 to get additional information about the simple past. First of all, we will start with something that we took before, which is the definition of the simple past. And as we know and said before, the simple past is used to describe an action that occurred and was completed in the past. The simple past is formed by adding ed to the base form of the verb. So whenever we want to talk about an action that was done before, all we have to do is that we add ed to the base form of the word, like here walk became walked and push became pushed. There are some irregularities regarding spelling for the simple past ending of regular verbs. So not all verbs take ed or d at the end when we want to change it into the past. There are some rules for other words that we need to follow to change it in the correct way to the past. So rule number 1 says that for regular verbs ending in the vowel E, we only add D. When we have a regular verb that ends with E, all what we do is that we add D, like here in hate, it changed to hate. For the very few English verbs that end in a vowel other than E, we add ed. So there are some verbs that end with a vowel but not E, like ski or echo. We have I and O here. We add ed and not only D. For regular verbs that end in a vowel plus Y, we add ed. So when we have a verb that ends with a vowel and then Y, like here A or O, we add ed. And for regular verbs that end in a consonant plus y, we change the y to I and add ed. So when we have a y at the end and before it you have a consonant, you change y to I and then you add ed, like cry and magnify. We change the y into I in both of them and then we added ed. For regular verbs ending in a consonant plus vowel plus consonant, and that's what we call CVC, we double the final consonant before adding ed. So when you have a C, V, C, consonant, vowel, consonant, you double the last consonant and then you add ed. Like here in begged, we took the last consonant, which is the G, we doubled it and then we added the ed. All the rules mentioned above are applied only to regular verbs. So as we know in English, we have regular verbs and irregular verbs. Regular verbs follow the rules mentioned above and take the D or the ED or the IED or all the rules we said before. But irregular verbs are verbs that don't take ED, but instead the whole word changes. So irregular verbs, like the list mentioned aside, do not relate to any of the previous rules, and that is why we call them irregular. They are called irregular because they have no rule to follow. Instead, the whole word changes. Verb be and have are considered irregular. So verb be, which is am, is, and are, is considered irregular because the whole word changes, where am, is changes to was in the past, are changes to were, and for verb have, you have has and have that change to had in the past. So if in the present I will say I am eating, the next day it's gonna be past, so I will say I was eating. They are playing today. Yesterday they were playing. She has a great hairstyle today. She had a great hairstyle yesterday. So verb be and have are considered irregular, as we said, because the whole word changes. Here is a list of irregular simple past verbs, and you already took when you before a list of irregular past verbs. You can refer back to it and check them. To change a simple past affirmative sentence to a negative sentence, use did not plus the base form of the verb. So, she did not work yesterday. We add did not and we remove the ed from the verb. So instead of having she worked yesterday, we added did not before the verb and we removed the ed because the did shows the past tense that we're talking in the past, because also verb do, which is do and does in the present, is considered irregular, and in the past it's did. So she did not work yesterday. We used verb do in the past, which is did, so it showed us that our statement is is in the past tense. Do not add ed to the verbs that follow didn't or did. So we don't add ed to the verbs with did not. And we often use didn't for speaking and informal writing. Contractions, as we say all the time, aren't used in formal writing or speaking. So here are some examples. And number one, I studied on Saturday. This is the statement. To change it to a negative statement, we added didn't and we removed the ed from the word studied. So it became I didn't study on Saturday. You watched TV all weekend, also the same. We will remove the ed from watch and add didn't before it, or did not. You didn't watch TV during the weekend. Here, because we have didn't, so it is informal language. If we want to make it formal, we add did not and not didn't. This is a new idea, which is the two main types of questions. We have two main types of questions to change a sentence from being only a sentence to a question. Also, you have some changes to do. The two main types of questions are yes/no questions, which are questions that take no question words, or the informative questions. Informative questions are questions that start with question words or WH words like what, why, when, where, and who. The form of a yes/no question is we take did, then the subject, then the verb in the base form, and then the complement. So, if the sentence is Tom visited you last week, we will add did before the subject. We will move did to become before the subject, and then we remove also the ed from the verb. So it's gonna be did, and then the subject, then the verb in the base form without ed, and then the complement. So did Tom visit you last week? In the informative question or the WH questions, we put the WH word, which is a question word. In the yes no, we have no question words, but informative take question words, and then we add the did, and then the subject, verb in base form, and complement. So the difference between WH questions or informative questions and yes no questions is that we add the WH word here before the did. So it's the same arrangement, but with a WH word before the did. So you will have, where did you run last year? Here, if we remove the where, it's gonna be did you run last year? It's a yes no question. Either yes I did or no I didn't. But when we add the where, or maybe why, or maybe when, so we will be asking about something else, and not only a yes no question. We'll be asking about a place with a where, about time with when, about reason with why, and about the subject with who ate the sandwich. So we're asking about the subject here. We have a missing subject. It's gonna be WH word plus verb in base form plus complement. So with who, only with who, it's a little bit different. We don't have a subject because who usually asks about the subject. So it's gonna be who ate, which is verb in the past and not in the base form, plus the complement, which is the sandwich. So who is only the exception, while what, why, when, and where follow the same arrangement, which is WH word plus did plus subject plus verb in base form plus complement. Hope that all the ideas are clear for you, and everything is easy. For any further questions, please don't hesitate to ask me whenever we have our meeting or our course online. Stay safe till we meet again.